Hare Krishna, welcome everyone to today's Sanskrit class. Let's start with the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakayam Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscham Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Shahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Shabadhutam Parijana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Shahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Evacham Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tvishe Namah Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nilachala Nivashaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadravhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So let's continue our learning of Sanskrit. So we have discussed about the Sanskrit alphabets, and then in the last class we discussed about Varna Vishleshanam or character separation. Given a word, how to identify different Varnas or characters. Now Varnas are of two types. One is Sarveshwara or the vowels, and Vishnujana or the consonants, right? And we also learned about some conjunct consonants, which are the combinations of different Vishnujanas or consonants. So then we did some examples of character separation, Varna Vishleshanam. For example, if the word is given as Ujjvala, then we can break it down. U is a Sarveshwara or a vowel, so it can stay independently. But then Ja, Ja, Va is there. So Ja, Ja and Va, and there will be A along with Va. So we also learned the concept of half syllable, right? Yeah. For example, the difference between K and Ka. So K means half syllable, Ka with a halanta, but it becomes complete by the addition of A. Then it becomes Ka, right? So this is how the concept of half syllable we can learn. Using that half syllable, we can separate different characters. Just give me a moment. Okay, so who can be alone, and then Ja, Ja, Va, like all three are with halantas, and then there is a here. So what is the symptom of a? The symptom of a is deletion of that halanta. That also we discussed. Akar, ikar, different symptoms of different Sarveshwara. For example, if we add a with halanta ka, then it becomes just ka with the halanta eliminated. But if we add halanta ka plus a, then it becomes ka with a akar, right? Similarly, if we add halanta ka plus e, then it becomes ki with a ikar. So all other Sarveshwaras have their corresponding signatures, right? But the signature for a is the deletion of or omission of that halanta. So we have to remember that. So using that principle, the middle varna, ja, ja, va, can be written like this. And then the last varna is la, which is halanta la plus a. I think this is clear for everyone. So similarly for other words also, we can break it down. So now let's look at, these were the homeworks. So I will reveal the answers now. Some of you did it correctly and some were mistaken in some places. Especially many people are confused in this Nrsimham. What will be this Vishnu Chakra? So we'll discuss. Okay. So the first one is Padmanava. Let's break it down. So Padmanava, if we break, so first break it down into different parts. So the first part is Pa. Pa means halanta pa plus a. Then comes the plus ma. Padma. So the ma a. So this is the first part. And this is the second. The ma. And then na will become na plus a. Right? And then bha will become bha halanta plus a. So this will be Padmanava. Okay. If you have any doubt at any point, please raise your hand and you can ask questions, or you can also write in the chat box. Now let's see what about this Nrisimha. So nothing to worry about this Vishnu Chakra, this thing here. We already discussed when we were discussing the alphabet that along with the Sarveshwaras, so if you see here, along with the Sarveshwaras, we also learned three distinct sounds. These are the Sarveshwaras, vowels, and then ang, and aha. These are three sounds. So ang is called Vishnu Chakra. So what is the English representation? AM, and M with a dot above. That means it is being used as Vishnu Chakra. So this ang is nothing but a M. So we have to replace that. Then it becomes easy to break down the word Nrisimha. Also, if you consider the English, then it becomes easy. Whenever you find it difficult, just convert it to English. It will become easy. So Nrisimha, just a moment, whiteboard is loading. Yeah. So Nrisimha is Nri Sim Ha. Now there will be a dot on top of M because it is being used as Vishnu Chakra. So if you just break it down, this is very similar to Nri Sim Ha. This is same as this. Nrisimha. If halanta ma is coming after, is being used in the word, right? Then it becomes a Vishnu Chakra. So we can write like this, Nrisimha. But actual representation is that Vishnu Chakra is nothing but halanta ma. So we have to Remember this. Vishnu Chakra is nothing but Halantama. Now we can easily do the character separation. No plus Re, that is Nri, and then Sa plus E, Nrisi, and Halantama will be as it is. Then Ha will be Halantaha plus A. So Nri Sim Ha, Nri Sim Ha. Right? So you can also write these answers, and you can also correct if you have committed any mistakes in your homework. Okay, then next comes Mrityunjaya. Again, break it down. Mrityunjaya. So the first part will be Ma plus Re. Then Tyu. So this is a combination of Ta with Ya and then U. Three things coming together. So Ta, Ya, and all of them will be Halanta, and then a Sarveshwara. That is U, Mrityu. And then, so this Mrityunjaya, what kind of Na is used here? This is the Talabhya. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. That is used here. So if we break it down, it will be like this. Ya plus ja plus a. And then it becomes the last part. Ya is ya halanta with a. Similarly for Varna, first you write Va and then Varna. So we have to remember that whenever it is used as a ref, so the Rakar is coming before the Varna. So Varna. So Ra sound is coming before Na. So Va, it will be like this. This is Va, and then Ra comes before Na, and then A at the end, Sarveshwara. The next is Shravanam. Shravanam. So Shra. Now here the Rakar is coming at the end of the Varna. Shra. So the sound of Sha is coming first, and then the sound of Ra. Sra. Right? So Sha, and then Ra, and A. This is the first part. Then Va, Shrava, second part, and then Na, third part, and there will be no Sarveshwara at the end because the word is ending in Halantama. Right? The next one is Yajna. So this is a combination of consonant. So first part is Ya, and then if you break it down, so this will be Yajna. If you write in English, Yajna, this is the spelling. So Ya we have written Ya, and then Ja comes here, Ja with a halanta, and then Ya, Cha, cha, ja, jha, Ya with a halanta, that is this, and then comes A. So this is Yajna. Is this clear? Any doubt here in this Varna Vishleshanam? Okay, I hope you are writing down in paper. Then you will understand better. Okay. So then let's go to the next part and we can move on. So this is how I think Varna Vishleshanam you understood. And you can also do more practice with different verses from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. And any Sanskrit word you can try to split in different characters. Now, let's do more practice on this character separation, Varna Vishleshanam. Okay. So first is Karmendriya. I have also given the English. Then it is easier to identify the different Varnas. The first one is Karmendriya. How do we break it down? Yes, Sarans Prabhu, you have a question? Oh, let me.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, that you can unmute, right?
Yes, I can unmute. I'm sorry to bother. I actually wanted to confirm the pronunciation of so the last word that you wrote, which was yajna. In Hindi, when we learned this as growing up, the sound of that j and n and uh, it was taught to us as gya. So it's called yagya. So, but I often hear devotees calling this as yajna. So is this yagya or yajna, like in terms of pronunciation, not in terms of writing?
Yes, I understood. Very nice question, Prabhu. Like many devotees have this doubt. What is the actual pronunciation for this? So as Prabhu mentioned, this is pronounced in many ways. Some people just say, this is the same thing which is used in many different words. Like, for example, if we just say, if we just say this, okay, so the proper pronunciation for this is jnana. So this is a little difficult because the J and Y is coming in the like first letter. But in case of this word, the pronunciation will be yajna, yajna. So first of all, there are different representations. If we say yagya, that is also wrong. I mean, people can pronounce it and like other people are understanding what they are trying to mean, but that's not the correct pronunciation. Yagya is wrong. Some people say yajna, that is also wrong because that is not simple na, but there is a this is na or this is the anunashik from the talavya varga. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. So nya sound should come instead of na. So this is not yajna, this is not yagya, but if you try to pronounce it exactly, yajnya, yajnya, and if you do it fast, yajnya, 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 yajnya. So the sound will come yajnya. Similarly, om ajnana timirandhasya, ajnana. So this is the actual pronunciation. So how we can start? Simply pronounce in like separate these two things, yaj and nya. And if you do it faster, then you know what is the actual pronunciation. So similarly, ajnana, jnana, yajna, like that. Is it clear, bro?
Yes, Prabhu, this is super clear. I did not know this for the longest time, so I was just calling it gear because that's how we learned it. But today I know the correct pronunciation. Thank you for enlightening.
Thank you, bro. Okay, so let's move on and do some more practice. So the first one is Karmendriya. Try it in your pen and paper, in your copy. The English is given. The screen is lagging a bit. Yeah. So the word is Karmendriya. Try it. Pranab Prabhu, can you try to break it down?
Yes, Prabhu. So
Yeah.
half ka.
Just a moment. Yeah, it will be half ka.
Plus a.
Right. So that is the first part, ka.
Plus half ra.
Then because it is the Rafala is coming before, because it is Karmendriya. Right. So Rafala is coming.
Then half ma.
Half ma.
Then a.
A.
Then half na.
Right.
Half the. Half ra.
Yeah. Yes. Now Ra is coming at the end. Good.
Small e.
Just a moment. Yeah. Small e.
Half year.
Up here.
And a.
Yes. Perfect. So yes, this is becoming easy. The more you practice, it will become easy. Similarly for Vaktram, so the simple trick is first break it down in different parts and then try to solve each part. The first part is Va with a halanta, and then for the next part, there will be Ka, and this is Tra, Vaktram. So Va, so it exactly matches with the English. That is also another trick. If you cannot do, just write it in English and you will get it. So Vak, then Tra. Tra means T-R-A-M, right? So just the Ra and then A. See, in English it is very easy. So that is Bhaktram. Okay. These three again, I'll keep it for homework. And also you can do some verses from Bhagavad Gita if you want. Just pick any verse, try, and if you are not sure whether you have done correctly, you can send it to me. I can check that. Okay. So three Varna Vishleshanams are given as homework: Prithvi, Mokshadaram, and Srinvatam. Okay, you can take a screenshot. And I can also post in the group. Okay. So I think now we understand what is Varna Vishleshanam. So based on that, I will also start another very important concept, which is Dala Vishleshanam. So now we know how to separate a word in different Varnas. Now we'll learn how to separate a word in different Dalas. Dala means syllable. Okay, it is a very important concept. And we have to understand what are the differences between Dala and Varna. So let's start Dala Vishleshanam. What is a Dala? So Dala is a syllable. And syllable means what? It's unit of pronunciation. And Varna means unit of a word in written form. And syllable means unit of the word in sound form. That's the difference. So difference between Varna versus syllable, Varna versus Dala, or character versus syllable. Varna, character versus Dala, syllable. What is the difference? So this is Varna is unit of word in written form, and Dala is unit of word in sound form or pronunciation. So that's the difference. Now, what does that mean? Let me give you an example, then it will become clear. Let's put it here. Okay. So the same words which we used for Varna Vishleshanam, now we'll do Dala Vishleshanam for that, then the difference will become absolutely clear. Okay. So suppose we are trying to pronounce the word Ujjwala. Ujjwala Nilamani is one of the literatures written by Rupa Goswami. So if you want to pronounce the word Ujjwala, we have already seen what are the Varna Vishleshanam for Ujjwala. So just see that how many syllables we are using, how many units of pronunciation are used to pronounce this word. So Ujjwala will be pronounced like Ujjwala. So we actually, if you see Uj, you can pronounce in one go, but Jwala is not being pronounced in one go. Jwala, there is a break. But if I say with the last without the last Sarveshwara, if I say Ujjwal, then it is two syllable. So with more examples, it will become more clear. So for now, if you have the word Ujjwala, that has three syllables. Ujjwala. Okay. And it comes from Varna Vishleshanam. Therefore, Varna Vishleshanam is important. U is the first Varna, and then Ja, Ja, Va, A, La, A. See, there are so many Varnas. So many Varnas or characters in this word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 characters are there, but only 3 syllables are there. Correct? So each of the syllables can have multiple Varnas. That's the concept. So how we are pronouncing, when we are pronouncing this word, how we are breaking like this. Uj, Jwa, La. These are the 3 syllables. 1, 2, and 3. So this is called Dala Vishleshanam. It is different from what we are doing. Like we were breaking the word in different parts. That is also different from this Dala separation. See, in this part, the first one is U, the second one is Jwa, and the third one is La. But when we are doing Dala Vishleshanam, we are not saying the part 1 is U. The part 1 is Uj. So this kind of partitions, that is not equivalent to Dala Vishleshanam. Dala Vishleshanam is something different. So there are 3 kinds of partitions which I have used. One is character separation like this. One word is the word Ujjwala is separated into 7 different characters. Then for the ease of Varna Vishleshanam, we are separating the word like this. This is one kind of like informal kind of separation. Then another kind of formal separation is Dala Vishleshanam. So this kind of separation we are just doing for the ease of Varna Vishlešanam. It has no like formal semantics in Sanskrit grammar, right? Two formal separations are Varna Vishlešanam and Dala Vishlešanam, and we have to learn how to do that. And with more examples, it will become clear. So similarly, just try to think of what are the different dalas in the word Aishwarya. Aishwarya, that is the word. Just try to think. If you keep pronouncing, then you will notice the patterns. Aishwarya. Okay. So first, let's break it down to different varnas. Now, once you become expert in Dala Vishlešanam, you don't have to do the character separation. You can just pronounce and just count the syllables. And finally, we want all of you should be able to count number of syllables in a word. If you come to that stage, that will like set the foundation for chandas, or how to recite a verse, how to identify the meter of the verse, what melody or tune I should accept for the verse. So they are all in sequence: Varna Vishlešanam, Dala Vishlešanam, then Chanda. So Aishwarya, again, Aishwarya. Unit of pronunciation, 3 syllables again. So Aishwa. Okay. So Aishwa. Raya, and then So Aishwarya again. How many varnas are there? 7 varnas are there. But if you count the syllables, Aishwarya. Aishwarya. So the trick is, how many varnas can I pronounce in one go? If you start from beginning, I, okay, I can pronounce. Can I take one more letter, one more character? Can I pronounce in one go? Let's try to do Aish. Yes, I can do. But can I take one more letter? Aishva. No, there is a break. So I cannot take va in the first group. But Aish I can pronounce in one go. So that becomes the first syllable. Then let's try the other. So this va means ba plus a together. Okay, I can pronounce va in one go. Can I take another letter, the next letter? Can I pronounce var in one go? Var. Yes, I can do. But varya, can I take the next letter as well? No. Varya I cannot do in one go. So always you will try to pronounce the whole word in one go. But if you cannot do so, you have to take the maximum number of varnas you can pronounce in one go. That is the trick. That's how a syllable is decided. Similarly, for this word, drishti. Yes. Abhishekta Mataji, questions?
Prabhu, why can't we write va directly instead of ba plus a?
So we are showing the character separation here. We can write va, then there will be no halanta. But traditionally, character separation means you have to separate all the characters. So va can be separated in va halanta plus a. So this is the elementary form, and there cannot be any further separation if you are using this form. So during character separation, you have to show all varnas. So therefore, we are doing this.
So we cannot write va instead of ba, right? It should be B.
If we are asked to do character separation, then we cannot write V, because
Oh.
V can be broken down further. But for just writing and analyzing for your rough work, you can do.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, so let's do drishti. Let's break it down. The, then ri, dri, then drish means sha, and then ta and e. So this is drishti, 5 characters. Now let's try. The we cannot pronounce only. Halanta, any character with halanta you cannot pronounce. You need a sarveshwara. So minimum you need the plus ri to pronounce. It becomes dri. Okay. Now let's be greedy. Let's try to do the next one as well. I can pronounce dri in one go. Good. Can I extend this to sha as well? Can I do drish? Yes, that is possible. Drish can be pronounced in one go. So sha also comes in the first group. Can I do another syllable? Ta we cannot pronounce, but ta plus e, t can be pronounced. So can I include t also in the first group? Drishti? No, it's breaking. If you pronounce slowly, then you see the breakpoints. If you pronounce drishti, sometimes you will think, oh, I can pronounce drishti in one go. No, it's not like that. If you pronounce slowly, then you can identify the breakpoints. Drishti. Automatically see, you will see 2 syllables. Drishti. Like that. So, ta plus e cannot come in the first group. So, therefore, it's having 2 groups and 2 syllables. Drishti. Clear? So, the syllables are like this. Drish plus T. This is the syllable separation. Okay. Similarly, for the word paribrajak, now you should try and I will help you to identify. Paribrajaka. There is a at the end, so it is not ending in halanta. So, Indrani Mataji, can you try?
Yes, Prabhu.
So, how many syllables are there in paribrajaka?
Paribrajaka.
Yes, very good. So, if you pronounce slowly, you will see. Let's do the character separation first. Pa, pari, brajaka. So pa, then ra plus e becomes ri, then bra. So va, it's actually v because there are 2 kinds of va in Sanskrit. One is b, another is v. So this is v. Parivrajaka. Pari. Vraja. So a lot of varnas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But how we are forming the syllables? So first is pa, we can pronounce in one go, right? Next varna, can we also take that? Pa we can do, but next varna alone we cannot do. So we have to do with ra plus e. See, halanta varnas in pronunciation, they do not exist. So first unit is pa, second unit is ra. But can we combine them? Pari, can we pronounce in one go? Pari. Apparently it may seem that yes, I can do pari. No, but if you pronounce slowly, pari, you see the breakpoint. No, it's breaking. So pa is a separate group. And similarly, Ri is a separate group. And then Bra is a separate group. Ja is a separate group. And Ka is a separate group. So 5 different syllables are there. Okay. So similarly, a lot of things we can do. There are other varnas as well, and then we can also do some verses from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so then comes Ramachandra. Ramachandra. Who wants to try? Sharans Prabhu, can you try Ramachandra? What are the different syllables?
Yes, Prabhu. Ra, Ma,
Yeah.
Chandra. 4.
Yes. Very good. So it's not Cha, but Chan. You identified correctly. Very good. Similarly, can you also try the Sri Krishna?
Shri, Krish, and Na.
Very good. So it's not Sri Krishna. No. It's Sri Krish. Identified correctly. And Na. So I think you all are seeing the point how to do syllable separation. So we can do more practice. Similarly for Padmanabha, if you see once you see the point of syllable separation, then you need not do the character separation. Character separation I did just for the sake of understanding. Similarly, if you pronounce slowly the word Padmanabha, 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 immediately you will see Nrisimha, 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 3 syllables. Similarly, Mrityunjaya, Mrityunjaya, Mrityunjaya. So Mrit will be 1 syllable. Tyun will be another syllable. And that now will be Ya from the Cha Varga. Mrityun Jaya. Jaya will be also Jaya, 2 different syllables. So this is how we can practice. And I want you to do the character separation by hand. Initially, when we are learning this, we need to do the character separation and identify the syllables. Then once we are expert, we do not need the character separation. But initially for understanding, it is good. So these are homeworks from Ramchandra all to Yajna. And we also see some Bhagavad Gita verses. We should also try to do Bhagavad Gita verses. One secret I am revealing to you, try to count the syllables. Most of the verses in Bhagavad Gita are of 8 syllable, either 8 syllable or 11 syllable. And you can do that. That is very interesting. Just see any verse from Bhagavad Gita, you will find either it is 8 or 11. So these are homeworks for syllable separation. Now let's do some verses from Gita. Bhagavad Gita 1.1, if you take the first verse. Dhritarashtra Uvacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. So how do you break it down? Dhritarashtra Uvacha is who is saying. So it's not part of the actual verse. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. If you count. So this verse is actually 4-line verse. In English, you see, it is given in 4 lines. But because when you write in Sanskrit, the words become smaller due to Sandhi. So see, Dharma Kshetre in Sanskrit, if you see the length, and in English, the length is more. So therefore, in English, there are given 4 lines. In Sanskrit, there are 2 lines only. But these 2 lines are actually 4 lines. For many of the verses of Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetra, this is the first line. Samaveta Yuyutsabha is the second line. Mamaka Pandavascheva is the third, and Kim Akurvata Sanjay is the fourth. So it's not that it is 2 lines, but it is actually 4 lines. Okay. So the complete verse is of 4 lines. So one line is 1/4 of a verse. Correct? Complete verse is of 4 lines. So one line is 1/4 of a verse. And 1/4 means quarter of a verse. And quarter is called in Sanskrit as pada. So this is called the first pada, and this is the second pada. Okay. So if we see and count the syllables, for counting syllable, what is the mantra? The mantra is pronounced slowly. Okay, that's the first thing. So a few tips for syllable separation. Let us write. It will help you. Yeah, let's write down the tips here for syllable separation. Tips or algorithm of syllable separation. First is slow pronunciation, and then we need to check how many varnas can be pronounced together. That will form one syllable. And that's it. And additionally, you can do varna vishleshanam. For more clarity. So the main thing is pronounce slowly and try to see that how many varnas you are able to pronounce in one go. So let's pronounce this one. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha. Now let's focus on dharma kshetre kurukshetre. Dhar, one. Ma we can chant, but mak also we can do. Dharmak, kshe, tre. So there are 4 syllables. Dharmak, kshetre. Dharmak, kshetre. 4 syllables. Similarly, kurukshetre. If you pronounce more slowly, kuruk, kshetre. Kuruk, kshetre. Like that. So 4 syllable plus 4 syllable, 8 syllables. So I told you each of the lines of most of Bhagavad Gita verses are of 8 syllables. They are in Anushtup meter. There are few verses in 11 syllable also. Samaveta yuyutsavaha, samaveta, 4. Yuyut, sava, 4 syllables. So 8 again. Now if you see this, mamaka, 3 syllables. Pan, pa I can chant, I can pronounce in one go, but I can also take the next one. Pan I can take. Da will be separate. Mamaka pan, da bas chaiba. So pan, da bas chai va, 5 syllables. Ma ka, pan, da, bash, chai, va, 8 syllables again. Kim akurvata sanjaya. If you break it down, kim akurvata sanjaya. Kim akurvata sanjaya. Ki ma kur va ta, 5 syllable. San, ja, ya. So again 5 plus 3, 8 syllable. Like that you can count the syllables correctly. For example, another verse, if you see 2.20 or 15.15, there are many verses which are in 11 syllable. So if you see here, this is 11 syllable. 11 syllable is a bigger meter than 8. So therefore in Sanskrit also, they are writing as 4 lines because now the lines are bigger. Najayate mriyate va kadachin. And as per the number of syllables, there will be different tunes. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvat sanjaya. I cannot apply this tune here. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuya. You can already see it's not fitting in the tune. Somehow I am trying to fit. That tune is made for 8 syllable. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre. But if you want to add 3 more syllables here, then the tune is not perfect. Na jayate mriyate bakada chin. So additionally, some more few syllables you have to insert. So therefore, there is a different tune for 11 syllable. That is, najayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. And there are multiple tones available for each of these verses with different syllables. For example, you can also chant this verse in the tune of Mangalarti. Shamsharadava nalalida lokam Tranaya karunya ghana ghanatyam na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhabitava na bhuyah ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. So that's also 11 syllable. This is also 11 syllable. Now there are more fine grain analysis. Even within 11 syllable also, there are different meters which has to be chanted in different ways. But we will not go to that granularity in this current basic Sanskrit course. So all 11 syllables we will chant with one tune. Okay. So anyway, there are different tunes available and that's based on number of syllables. So counting number of syllables is very important. Now let's demonstrate how many syllables are here. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. If you try to count here. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. So na jayate, 4 syllables. Mriyate va kadachin. So if you count na jayate, 4 syllables, mriyate, 3 syllables, va, again 1 syllable, so 8, kadachin. So kadachi, whenever you see a dash like this, that means the first syllable from the next line will be chanted here. And if you see the English, they are considering this. The English does not say kadachi, it says kadachin. So whenever there is a dash, the first syllable from the second line will be chanted together. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin, 11 syllable. Nayam bhutva, 4. Bhabita, 7. Vana bhuya, 11. Ajo, 2. Nitya, 2. 4. Shashvatoyam purano, 11. Nahan yatehan yamane sharire. So all the lines are having 11 syllables. If you can try this with other verses as well, you will see most of the verses are, like all the verses are either 8 or 11 syllable. So that is what we call as syllable separation. So now you have to practice more. So in the next class, we will solve these homework questions. I will give the solutions for them. And also we'll do some more practice of some other different verses from Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. If we have more time, we'll go to Mukundamala Stotra and all. And we'll try to count the number of syllables. Right? So thank you very much. We'll stop here today. We'll continue the next class. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Is there any questions? Okay. So see you in the next class. Mancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu vevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.